I'm going to open it up in number one, just man, I'm so proud of these players and the commitment to grasping. I keep talking about grasping this special opportunity that we had in front of us, and it's not because they wanted to. It was because they put the work in, and that's what I kept challenging them on. Was like, we have to put the work in that it takes to grasp this great opportunity, and so I'm so proud of them. A guy like Javontae that had an opportunity to go right and not playing this game, and him and a couple other guys to come back and commit to this thing, and I'm proud of all these guys. Every single one of them I can go on and on about. Oregon State was a good football team, and I told Coach Henson after the game that don't be discouraged. He's a heck of a coach, and that's a good team. Our guys played really well. They played motivated, and they executed, and they battled. Right, it wasn't perfect. The final score maybe wasn't always a truth teller of how that game went, but there was some adversity, and they battled. They battled, and I'm proud to coach them. I'm proud the way they represent our university, and they represent our athletic program. So I'm gonna get out of the way and let you guys ask them questions.
Questions for Ben?
Ben, you've got.
Yeah, it was good. Ben, with Jaden and what he went through with his family, just see it written on your tape there. Just what was that like to go out there and play for him and lift him up in a moment like that?
I mean, for sure, it's my brother. I came in with him, so it's just a testament to who he is as a man. He pushed me. He made me a better player. So I'm just here to support him any way I can. And I just love that family, love him.
You guys had a couple opt-outs on the defensive side of the ball, but not many. Did it kind of feel like you guys were at full strength today and you were able to play like that?
I mean, yeah. Anyone on that field has the trust from our coaches and the players. So if you're one of the 11 guys who are out there competing, you have the utmost respect from everyone on the field and the coaching staff. So I felt like we were at full capacity. So yeah.
Defensive line really got after.
They did.
After today, how much did that help you guys in the back?
Helped us a lot. It made our job easier. And then we're back there covering for them, and they're back there making money. So it's awesome.
Ben, just what was the conversation like in the locker room? 10-win season, cap it off with a bowl game win. Just what's that feeling like?
It's just excitement. To get 10 wins is hard. It's not easy. So it's just testament to the program. And it was a lot of fun. I'm excited to celebrate with them.
What do you see for this defense moving forward?
A bright future. Coach Golden continues to call a great scheme every single week in and week out. And then from the front to the back, I feel like we're just going to continue to compete. I feel like we have a chip on our shoulder just because I feel like defense, that's where a lot of the stuff happens. It's awesome. I see a bright future for us.
Had a late pick in the Gator Bowl last year, had a pick at the end of the end of the first half here today. What is it about bowl games that kind of gets you in the game?
I guess that's just my game. I don't know.
Anything else for Ben?
What was it like in the safety, waiting for the safety review to happen? Everybody seemed to be trying to will it to happen.
Yeah.
What was that moment like?
The crowd was awesome. I feel like just being in El Paso, Texas, you look to the right and you see just green fans everywhere. And then you hear the chant. It kind of reminded me of like the Rudy movie kind of. But it was cool when they all started chanting like safety and stuff. So yeah.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you.
Jadarian.
Darren, you guys started to control the ground game a little bit there, especially in the second half. What helped break through, and was it crucial getting better field position set up by the defense?
Yeah, we knew it would come down to the run game, and Coach McCullough did a great job of preparing us all week, all bowl prep, and that can't be done without the offensive line. They did an awesome job. Steve also just communicated with them as well, and we knew as a running back group we'd have to hold the standard. So.
Jadarian, your 54-yarder set up Jeremiah's 13-yard touchdown catch. What was it like kind of working with him today? 13 carries for you, 15 for him. You guys were kind of you played the Dodger guesstimate role, if you will.
Well, it's just, I love seeing everyone succeed. And, even though I had the 50-yarder and came out and J-Love went right back in and scored, we had multiple running backs score a touchdown, which that makes me happy. But, as you were saying, that can't be done without the offensive line. And I'm super proud of them. And I'm just proud of the way we worked as a group. So.
How good can this running back room be in 2024?
Y'all seen glimpses so far. This group has a lot of potential.
You had a different look at your offensive line today. How great were they in front of you?
Yeah, they were awesome. I just had dinner with Chuck Jagasaw earlier this week, and I was telling him, man, this is the game, and I have trust in you. I believe in you, and it's time to go. And he did an awesome job. Tosh as well on the other end with Blake and Joe out, but they stepped up. They did an awesome job, and I'm super proud of them.
What made you trust them and believe in them so much?
Just reps and practice, and constantly communicating with them outside of the field, just in meetings and things like that.
Jadarian, you mentioned the 2 touchdowns. One was by Chase Ketterer. What did it mean to see a guy like him get in the end zone?
I mean, we said somebody's going to score. I mean, either if it was Chase, Skip, or Sam, but Chase did it. He did his thing, and I'm super proud of him. We were super excited. He couldn't even do a celebration because everyone was mobbing on him. But I mean, it was awesome to see everyone excited and see your brother succeed. So.
There was a lot of talk kind of coming into the week about how Steve would go in his first start. Just from your perspective, what did you think of his performance?
I think he did a good job. He felt comfortable, and just he led the group, and we're all proud of him, and we knew he could do it, and we trusted him. So.
We saw Audric and a couple of the other opt-out guys on the sideline for today's game. Was there any special messaging from them beforehand?
Yeah, like it's in our hands now. The standard doesn't change no matter who leaves and who stays. The standard stays the same, and they believe that. So
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling amazing. Just blessed to be able to here, be with the guys, and as we got 10 wins. No, it's not an easy thing to do.
Do you feel you made the right choice to play in this game?
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to make sure that no stone was left unturned, and now after the game, I can say I gave everything that I had to college football, and it was all love, and just blessed to be in the situation I am in now.
Coach Freeman talked about the emotions of the guys that were named captains for this game. Can you relate to your feeling with regard to that?
I would say my feeling to that was just excitement. Even like if I wasn't named captain, I still have to be a leader, being an older guy with having a lot of knowledge and information. But just being able to just experience it and be out there and have the seal on my chest, it just made everything better.
What kind of impact do you think Coach Lando has had on the team, and specifically on this game? Your strength and conditioning coach, Coach Lando?
He just got here.
I know. So he hasn't worked with you guys yet?
No.
Okay, I was wondering about the face.
Javontae, Coach Freeman, yesterday mentioned you guys grasping the opportunity, whether it was your first game or one of your last. Just what did it mean to you to see yourself and the rest of your team kind of step up to the moment?
I would just say it was amazing, and everything was great. Sometimes you sit back and you think about the situations you're in, and you just got to make sure that when you're stepping, like your next step, you got to make it your best step. And I feel like as a program, that's what we did. This whole season we fought, and I'm just proud of our guys.
Javontae, this was obviously one of Jordan Botelho's best games of the season as well. Where have you seen him grow playing opposite you bookends the whole season?
I say JB the whole time he's just been growing, and he's if you watch him and just being with him, just seeing like his attention to detail, it's been like expanding, and that's just like he has a high ceiling, and I think he'll do way better.
Javontae, at what point in this game did you feel like the defense had control of what Oregon State was doing, especially up front where you guys?
I mean, I would say those boys over there, they're good, and just it wasn't more about us having control. It was about the defense knowing that if we do everything that we're supposed to do and we do our jobs, then the game should go our way.
Was there a moment that you soaked in, this is my last college game?
Yeah. I say I soaked it in a little bit. Like last night, I got hit with a realization of it, and then just probably talking with Riley Mills. We were in the first quarter, and he was like, "This is your last first quarter ever of a college football game." And I was like, "Whoa."
One more for Javontae.
How would you like this defense? How should it be remembered beyond just being top 10 statistically?
I'd just say I would just want the defense to be remembered as a group of guys who banded together, that had love for each other and played for one another, and that through any situations and the test of time, that we will always stand still and be by each other's side.
You think that you'd be standing here as MVP of the Sun Bowl?
I mean, I had no idea. I was just going, throughout the plays, right foot, left foot, like Coach says, and, end up here. So pretty grateful.
Can you walk us through that touchdown?
Yeah, so we've been working on that play all week for their defense, and I mean, we saw the coverage that we wanted and ran the play, and it worked. So great call by Coach Kaduli.
When preseason camp opened, do you have enough confidence in yourself to envision something like this happening too?
I did have confidence. I mean, I was still nervous. You come into the D1 level, so, the competition's very high. But, you got to bet on yourself and keep working no matter what happens or what comes your way. So,
Jordan, the catch you made with the defender all over you, what did you see on that play?
I didn't really see much. I see the ball in the air, jump for it. Steve gives me an opportunity to make a play, was able to make it. So,
Jordan, the television broadcast said that you will be at lacrosse practice tomorrow at 8. Is that accurate?
not tomorrow, but when I come back from break, yes.
Jordan, just first start for Steve. Caught some of his passes, obviously. Just your thoughts on his outing today.
Me and Steve been working for a while. I mean, from camp to throughout practice throughout this week. So, I mean, it was pretty easy to come in. Having Steve at quarterback, the ball's gonna be in the spot and he needs it to be, and you just gotta make a play on it.
Jordan, what kind of impact did Coach Brown have on you guys? He hasn't been here very long, but he was joining the group before the Sun Bowl.
Yeah, great impact. I mean, I love him. He's already came in, taught us so much. He pays attention to the small details and he harps that on us, and so it helps us come out and be able to perform like we do.
Obviously, you had a lot of different personnel than you played with earlier in the year. How much did that first catch, you had that 55-yarder when no one was on you, did that put everybody at ease a little bit?
I mean, yeah, a little bit. I mean, we came out, again, expecting the defense that we thought, and, I was able to get open, catch the ball, and make something happen, so.
Jordan, what does it sort of say about the offense? You guys come out and you start on the 4-yard line. There are 5 true freshmen out there. What does that sort of say about, where the offense can go and grow from here?
The ceiling's very high for us. We work day in, day out. And, we want to be the best, not only for ourselves, but for our teammates. So, them young guys are always coming in and working, asking the older guys questions. Without the older guys, we wouldn't be where we are today. So, big future ahead.
Jake Thomas played pretty well early. How much did that kind of help you ease into things and kind of set the tone for the day you might have?
Yeah, it helps a lot. I mean, you come in nervous, first bowl game. These guys have done it. So, watching him be able to go do something, it motivates you to go do something right behind it. So, it helped a lot.
How would you describe just overall your first bowl game experience?
It was pretty awesome. I've never been to Texas before or El Paso, so definitely different for a Florida boy. But it was pretty awesome seeing all the new things. The sunsets were pretty nice out here, so I like that part. But and then game wise, coming out here being with the fellas all week is very fun. I love my guys, and then being able to come out and perform in the game is just what you work for.
To cap off this year with a bowl game win, 10-win season, just what does that mean to you personally?
That means everything. We went through some tough losses during the season. I wasn't playing during those losses, but I still very well felt those losses. And then, being able to, come in and finish the season up is awesome.
All right, thank you, Jordan.
After today's performance, you had marvelous things. What do you think got you to that point where you felt that confidence? What made you feel ready mentally to do what you did today?
First off, using the word marvelous to describe my performance, I appreciate that. I think just the preparation, having a whole month to prepare for Oregon State. They're a great team, great defense, highly ranked in all PFF top 5 stats, all that stuff like that. But really just the trust in the guys around me and Coach Kaduli, Coach Free just get me in a position to succeed and just having a great time. And I feel like the whole time we're out here, like Jordan said, it's, it might sound, right foot, left foot. No matter what happens, you miss a throw, you miss a protection, whatever it might be, just keep going.
Steve, just first career start here, bowl game, big game, obviously, just season opportunity. Your thoughts on how you're able to do that today?
Like I said, preparation. Everything that we do on a day-to-day basis, my weekly routine, I don't shy away from. There's a plan, and like Coach Free said, it's not just because we want it to happen; it's because of the work we put in behind the scenes. That allows us to go on the field and have success for 60 minutes. Overall, just the bowl prep, having this time and being around Coach Kaduli and the young guys and just building confidence in them.
I guess, Steve, just how proud are you of your performance today, and what do you think that says kind of going into next year about what you can do with this team?
Yeah, I'm proud of my performance, but it really isn't about me. It's about this team, about the guys around here. I'm super proud of the guys up front, the freshman O-line that stepped up, the freshman receivers, especially the backs that took a heavier load with Aldrich out. And, for next season, I'll worry about that when that comes, but I'm just proud of getting 10 wins and winning the Sun Bowl.
How well did that line keep it clean?
They're awesome, man. I love those guys. I had a lot of confidence in Charles, Tosh, Billy, Ashton, Pat. I love those guys. They've done a great job all bowl prep, and, I didn't flinch a second as soon as we get in there and real bullets start flying. I know they're going to do their job.
And what did it mean to you while the game was going on to be the starting quarterback for this university
in a bowl game?
It means a lot. I don't take that title or anything like that lightly. Being the starting quarterback in college football at Division I level is a lot, but being the starting quarterback in Notre Dame speaks way more. Really, just to have that opportunity for Coach Freeman to give me that chance to be able to do this, it means the world to me, and I really appreciate it.
Strong day through the air, but Javontae kind of realized it was his last game. When did it kind of set in for you that you were actually going to start for the first time at this level?
When Sam said he was going to opt out, and Coach Free and Coach Jadarian gave me a call and said, "Hey man, it's your time to go." I mean, I'd be lying to you if I wasn't kind of jumping on the couch a little bit. I was excited. Really, throughout the whole season, I prepared like I'm the starter. My preparation didn't change, but realizing that I would have this opportunity, especially in a bowl game and even at Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, it's really awesome.
Strong day through the air, but also 50 yards on the ground. How much do you pride yourself on that part of your game, and what do you think helps bring to the offense?
Yeah, I mean, after one of my runs, Coach Free goes, "You're kind of sneaky athletic." I go, "That's probably the best compliment I could get." When the play breaks down, I have confidence in my legs to make a play, and my O-line did a great job setting up blocks, guys downfield, continuing through the play. A through it, not to it mentality that we have. So, kind of just relying on that.
Your first play, you come in. Your first play as a starter, you're on the 4-yard line. I mean, do you kind of think about that when you come in, or how do you kind of approach that?
I mean, we were in the huddle. I just told the guys, man, 96 yards sounds pretty nice for an Irish touchdown, and they laughed and they loved it. But I kind of stepped on the field for a second. You hear the Irish fans kind of yell. I took a second and looked around and kind of enjoyed that moment. But, it's no different than any drills we work and practice in a backup situation. It really just goes down to preparation for that game plan.
Steve, after that first great drive, the next 2 drives, things sort of slowed down a bit for you guys. What did it take to reset, to get back on target?
It's a bumpy road, right foot, left foot, like we say. It's not going to be perfect. Like Coach Free said, there's adversity. The score doesn't show, and so. So really just kind of getting those guys together saying, hey, we're good. We can still do this. Right foot, left foot, just pay attention to your keys, lock in on the details, and trust each other. We'll be good.
Steve, have you communicated with Riley Leonard, and if so, what did you speak about?
I've met him. He's a great dude. I'm excited for him to get here.
And kind of going off that, obviously Sam opts out, your number gets called. Can you talk about that relationship through this period since you were named the starter for this game? How helpful has he been in this period and throughout the season for you?
Yeah, Sam, pretty much since the day he got here and then those couple weeks of the feeling out process, he's been really one of my best friends at Notre Dame. He's been a huge mentor for me. He's taught me a lot from a routine standpoint, just how to carry yourself as a starting quarterback, especially at Notre Dame. And really throughout bowl prep, I talk to him every single day. We have a really close bond like that, especially in the quarterback room and the culture that we have in there. So really he helped me with any questions that I had. And, a guy that's played 6 full years of college football knows a lot. So I do my best to pick his brain and learn anything I can to help me.
Thank you. Marcus, how efficient you guys were able to be. What was working today?
As I think about the first half, defensively, just did an unbelievable job. I mean, Coach Golden has had that defense prepared all year long, and I would be lying if I said I was surprised. I wasn't. I expected out of that defense, and when you're playing well on defense, now it gives your offense a chance to have some confidence and move the ball. And the first series, putting the ball in the -4 yard, and they go 96 yards and score a touchdown. That was huge. And then I can't remember the second series. Maybe we ended up having to punt the ball, but then to go up 14-0 and again, as you play well on one side of the ball and you're dominant on that defensive side, it helps everybody build confidence. So I'm proud of the way they executed the game plan, the work they put into, this opportunity that we had to play in the Sun Bowl. Kudos to our coaches and their preparation, to our players, right, and what they did to prepare and then execute.
And not to push too far ahead, but does the performance they had on the field today make you more excited for next year at all?
Yeah, you had a lot of young guys that didn't have an opportunity to play much all year, get a chance to go play and compete. And they really, to me, displayed the execution that you see in practice, right? And Steve Angeli, he's a really good football player, and he's shown that in practice. And I'm just using him as an example, but we have some guys that are really good football players that didn't get the opportunity to do that too much throughout the season because of the guys they had in front of them. But I'm confident in the direction of this football program with the guys we're bringing in, the guys we have, the coaches that we have on this staff. I'm really excited as we move forward.
Picking up on that question, when it was announced that you guys were going to come here, fans immediately remembered 13 years ago winning the Sun Bowl. It started that trail to a national championship appearance. Life can repeat itself.
Sounds good to me. I don't want to just hear about appearance. We want to win it. But this is an unbelievable bowl. And, the production that was put on this week, you understand why the Sun Bowl is so historic. And we are, as I said yesterday, we are honored to be a part of this bowl game. It was first class, and we're grateful for this chance to do it.
There's a lot of talk about winning 10 games from players. You as a coach, what does that mean to you to get a 10-win season, especially on the back of your first season, which was 9 wins? Is that any extra meaning to get that extra win and go to double digits in the win column?
Yeah, 10 looks better than 9. But every opportunity you have to play, you want to win, and to me, it's a reflection of the direction of this program. Right, 9 wins last year and 10 wins this year. We just want to continue to improve, and we got to find a way, as you look back at the season, to win those close games that we didn't end up winning. And that's the challenge of college football, is how do you progress? How do you continue to take this group of football players and coaches and get us to a place where we can win those close ones and win the ones we're supposed to? So I'm extremely pleased with our program, where we're at now, and the direction of us in the future.
Marcus, the way your special teams, thank you, the way your special teams reacted to the fake punt, obviously it looked like you were prepared for that. Were you anticipating it at that moment?
Yeah, Coach Biaggi called spy, expecting something up, something in that area. He had said that they kind of saw some discussions on the sidelines, and so we ended up calling spy, which was a great call, so that our guys weren't out of control and were prepared for that moment. And again, I love to give all of our coaches credit. I mean, Coach Biaggi's done a wonderful job, and to stop that punt fake was huge for our team, because I think that turned into points. Yeah.
Coach, you've had Jordan Bell defensively for 3 years now, and this is the first he really has found a set role niche. Where do you see him growing? Can he come back for a 50-year program?
Yeah. I mean, he's just continue to improve. Him and Coach Wash have a great relationship. He works at it. He's done a heck of a job as a Viper for us, and I see that being his role as we move into next year. My challenge with Jordan is let's continue to get better, right? Continue to be consistent in our preparation. But he is a talented football player that showed today how good he can be.
Marty has indicated that he wants to come back next year.
Yeah.
Marcus, you don't get that performance unless the guys who are playing are bought in and grasping the opportunity. Like you said, I was interested, like, at what point during bowl prep did you feel like, all right, the guys who are with me are all in on this, opposed to just like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I think the first couple weeks, right, we were recruiting, we had meetings with our guys, you practice on the weekends, and there was still a couple guys like trying to figure out, am I going to do this or not? And at some point I may have said it, or somebody said it, like, this is the point, like, are you in or are you out? Right. And it's nothing against the guys that didn't play. It's just we need to know the direction we're going in. And you saw those guys that said, hey, you know what, I'm going to play in this game. Maybe I had an option to go to, to opt out or go to the NFL. Like, you saw that ownership of, okay, let's get to work. Let's make the most of this opportunity. And they were committed to it. This group was committed. And all I kept trying to get them to understand is how important this game was, for so many different reasons. The Sun Bowl, 10 wins, the chance back-to-back bowl wins. But this was a great opportunity versus a good opponent. And so they owned it, they bought in, they prepared the way you have to prepare.
So what does that ownership look like, though? Like, whether it be in a practice back in South Bend, or out on the field down in El Paso, or you're at the hotel? Like, what did that ownership look like that you felt good about?
It's a commitment to the preparation. And if you're all in, you're going to do the little things it takes to be successful. We're all going to practice. Right? Oregon State's going to practice. We're going to practice. You get a certain amount of practice, but the intentionality of that practice is, to me, what makes a difference. And I challenge them, if you're all in, we have to stay focused on every moment of this practice, right? And truly, we talked about having this battle of choose easy, choose hard, right? And we have to choose hard every play, stay in the moment. And that, to me, is the intentionality you have to have if you want to have the outcome that we had today. And in the preparation off the field, right? I tried to promote a little bit of free time through bowl practice, like get away. We're not going to stay here all day long. But when we're in the building, right, you have to prepare the right way. And that's what you saw the commitment.
Talking about the preparation, Coach. Talking about the preparation. What do you expect to see from your new strength and conditioning coach next year? What do you see? What do you foresee happening with the team and the fall?
Yeah, as I think I said in my statement, he's going to be number one, a reflection of the head coach. Right? I've met with him many times, long hours. We've talked. Like, I love the mindset he has for preparing a football team in a weight room. And so that's the start of it. But to me, the individualized approach to certain guys and how to get those guys to reach for full potential has really intrigued me about Coach Landau and the experience he has is in group settings, but also individual settings, and to truly make sure our guys maximize their potential. So I'm excited to get him started, which he'll start here in January when our guys get back from the break. And I'm excited to see the direction our strength program goes in.
Going back to Pete's question, you said at halftime that you wanted to stay relentless and you wanted to attack. At that point, it's only a 14-point game. It's really a 7-point game for a while there. Come out in the second half and just blow them out. What was that like in the locker room, and how did you get that out of them?
Yeah, I challenged them and I challenged our coaches, and I didn't like the way we started. We ended up scoring that first drive, but it was sloppy. And I remember after we scored, I think it was a field goal maybe on that first drive, I kind of said, all right, we got to clean this thing up, right? And our communication, we got to clean it up. We can't take delay of games. We can't take unnecessary timeouts. And I think that's where it's like, okay, guys, like let's get back to what we need to do. And but I challenged them. I want to this opportunity, man, it's not just one half. It's not a score. It's like, man, you get a chance for 60 minutes to play this game. And I wanted our mindset to be relentless. And that's coaches and players, right? It's one thing to talk to an 18 to 22-year-old that's playing the game to be relentless, but us coaches have to be relentless and focused on, getting the outcome we want.
Jordan Faison about how he made a little comment about he wasn't playing early. Considering how uncomfortable he seems to be, sometimes you kick yourself and wondered, why don't we just pop him in from the beginning?
Yeah, he's a really good player, and we probably didn't get the opportunity to show us that as early as maybe he could have, or maybe we should have given him. But we're grateful to have him, and I see him building on the performance that he had today and throughout this season.